Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Mayfield now. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Darnold to throw again. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That's complete outright to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Darnold. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the 50, it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the interception, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Faking the give, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Shifts by him, and he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. McCaffrey is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Darnold from the gun, sliding out of the pocket. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased. Now Mayfield lost the football. Chubb will have the first down and much more. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it. You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on? And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Jeremy Chin picks it off. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jeremy Chin there defensively. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry. Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield on play action. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Play fake. Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They go play action. Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Malik McDowell coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. That caught by Tremble. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry! Watch 15! Watch 15! Mark 15! I'm coming!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Daniel Carlson for the field goal. A 64-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Darnold's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards.
I don't know about you, but whenever I see that route, the drag, I always think about a guy having some pretty good fortitude to go across the middle and make a catch.
And Antonio Brown has that fortitude.
He has that fat fortitude in bunches, because this is a guy who's wanted to prove something ever since he hit the NFL. It's a 6th-round pick. He wanted to show everyone that they were wrong. I'd say he's accomplished his mission.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, score a game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
135 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Panthers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously...